frozen yogurt. My mouth's feeling a lot better. Everything's a little tight still, but I think that's because there's still stitches. So, very tall. Surprised there's no Wingstop. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do Minchies. And that's a free frozen yogurt right there. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. 18%. Oh, that's the taxonomy and all of that. Which makes sense. I haven't done the side stuff. I thought I was doing the side stuff, and then I wasn't. But that means that there's like another 3-ish hours left of the game. So we'll probably get through it. Let's see. We got soft bodies. Wow, not a lot of animals yet. I don't know if we're gonna find more of those soon. Oh, oh, oh! Holy cannoli! What is this? Ah, that's the signal we're gonna go to. I don't think I can get through it this way, so we'll probably have to start in the bloom and go south. Obviously, I guess there's a bunch of maps still over here, actually. Seemed like things were going pretty fast, though, especially since I, like, just kind of clicked through some parts of the bloom. Let's see. The game should still be at the same volume that it was before. Looks good. It's so green. I like that. I wonder if we're gonna get, like, different colored areas in each spot now. I wanted to get... I realized this at the end of the last one. There was some samples that we didn't get. How many do I have right now? I didn't have any skeleton samples left. Which I will need. Because I didn't grab these ones. Oh, spear fragment. Oh, yeah. Skeleton. And we're gonna actually go back to the base real quick, just so I can put that sample in. Leave it at the, base. The base. Drop the base. Don't drop the base, actually. It's, I don't wanna drown. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put it in the sample storage. In you go. There's at least one of most things, right? Sample. I don't know if we have... Yeah, there's not enough taxonomy. But it crossed it out. There's some kind of visual glitch that I don't understand just yet. But the game, at least itself, isn't having a trouble with figuring out which samples I have used and which ones I haven't. Why are my... Why are my tags up here so skewed differently? Oh, because of the length of the chat itself. Okay. Sorry. Just want to be sure. This side of the bubble seems so close to the way station. If it were to shrink, any foothold we have in this green desert would be lost. Yep. Okay. Let's get moving. Abandoned to the bloom. Clumps of trails of microbials cover the visor. Nothing of interest. Oh, good. They're just letting me get through here. Oh, there's a creature? Yeah. Which one was it to activate that? Was it this one? No. Was it this one? Yeah. Give ourselves a second here. Animal. Need colony. Yeah. Just a little bit. Anything to observe in this area? Doesn't seem like it. Here we go. We're gonna hit a fan. How are we doing frame rate wise? Seems like it's alright. Just checking. Oh, did I close? I did not. Did I close this? No, I did not. Okay. That should be a little bit better. Scan. There we go. Pale, delicate flames that feed on the bloom by filtering it through their bodies. Name these bloom plants. When we finally get out of this place, I'll update the base's taxonomy logs. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can go this way. Let's go this way. Metal debris. Abandoned base. Fanfin. These strange little creatures are getting a big name. Bivalve bloom veins? What do you think? Sure. I like it too. Oh, I had input on that. She must be bored. All green clumps. These bubbles form in dense areas. I need some air. No, that didn't do anything for that. Might have to get out of here. Think fibers of microbial growth cobwebs this dark entrance into the central ridge. These bubbles form in dense areas of the bloom growth. They might be the best clue to what the bloom is made from. A froth of green bubbles lies around the edge of the hole. We should be able to sample them here. Dark green bubbles form in the most dense areas of the bloom, where there is little current to provide water flow. We won't get much from observing this stuff. I've logged the species. Let's analyze the samples at the base. Is there anything to be found here, or am I just wandering blindly in the green desert? Another bubble, please. I see. So the bubbles disappear after a short time. Huh? Sorry, I just got a message. I do need to sample this. Ooh. Glee. And we'll do another bubble, because I'll need it anyways. A bloom bubble. Oh, did I just kill that other sample? No. Okay. Thank goodness. Alright, here we go. Ooh, this might be dangerous. Oh. Are we good here? Nope. Curved walls. Corroded mouth tunnel. Link! 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 Get us out of here! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oof. Alright, I got an email that I want to check on. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank goodness. Oof. We got out of there just in time. Let me drop a sample. Bloom froth. So even the blooms are living, or the bubbles are living? That's interesting. Lab analysis, no relevant taxonomy. Oh, that must just be purely like whatchamacallit? A resource then, which would be nice. So I'll take that skeleton bit back. Domestic. Notable to the study of bloom veins is the presence of a compound similar to domic acid within bloom bubbles. It's a neurotoxin. Memory loss and confusion in animals. It suggests that the erratic and frantic feeding behavior of the bloom veins when feeding is, in reality, a form of frenzy brought on by the consumption of neurotoxins. The process isn't deadly to the bloom veins is unclear. Maybe normally they're in like a sleeping state and the like neurotoxins just wake them up essentially. Like maybe their body doesn't normally make those sorts of like enzymes, you know, like the way that ADHD kind of works. Like there's missing compounds, but they can be supplemented in ways. Is this? This is both. This is also both. That's actually pretty good. So we'll take that. That's for power. I need more for air. This isn't bad either. Transfer to suit. Yeah. What's the problem? For whatever reason, I can't take that out. So. No worries, paper. We're headed down this way. Oh. Bloom froth. So where did I get to? It seemed like I went around this way. Maybe it got to around here. The map isn't actually huge. Like, it feels kind of big going across it, but it doesn't actually seem that big. All right. What happened? Are you back online? Yeah? Good. I think the suit's preservation protocols kicked in. They brought us back to this way station. That was lucky. Please, I need you to keep an eye on oxygen and power. What? Did I not get us out in time? Where were we? That was all me. I'm pretty sure. So scanning will mess up my piloting. Go, go! Grab some stuff from the Bloom fan. The fan dust. I suppose moving as fast as I am, we could use the pulsar to get out of here a little faster. Can I use this? Oh. That provides like a little bump of oxygen, I guess. So if I'm like really desperate for it, I can do that. Wasn't there another way to go here? Yes, let's go this way. So I don't get stuck over on that side again. There's obviously a sample over there, but I think I would burn through more of the oxygen again getting to it. Sphere fragment. Another skeletal piece. These are good for oxygen, so we'll take one. Open geometric forms, beautiful and strange, sit huddled with the skin of the bubble. Protective bubble begin to frail. These creatures burst from their nest to repair them, swarming out to weave more threads. Oh, that's another skeletal piece. Okay, that'll be nice to have. It would be nice if I could rearrange these just to have a little more organization. Alright. Let's go up here. Grab a sample. Nest workers. Because these create the more temporary bubbles. Let's see what the bloom sample does. Doesn't seem like it does much. Oh, that's very cool. The way the bubble expands like that. Very nice. Though physical objects seem to be able to pass skin, the fizzing skin of the bubble completely obstructs the bloom's microbial clouds. A million tiny grains, perhaps the broken down remains of cylindrical skeletons, gather here in soft, sparkling waves. Okay, here we go. Well, actually, this gave me kind of a nice breather. Let's go over to this one and see if we can maybe get that deep water sample. Here we go. We're close to where we were. Let's drop one of these here. Okay, okay. And I need to go... This is... bubbles. I don't need bubbles. We're gonna dive. It doesn't seem like I'm getting as eaten here. So that's nice. Bloom bubble samples. I don't really need that. Let's see. It's sealed shut. Oh. Did Monet do this? It looks older. This has been here a long time. Maybe there's some kind of outlet somewhere else. It seems like these are diving spots over here. Over that way. There's 2 dark spots. I guess you can see my mouse. But there's also maybe something over on this side. We'll see. Alright, we're going up. Move back this way. And there was something over here. Oh, just another one of those creatures. Let's go this way. Oh, thank goodness there's a fan here. Take a fan sample. Give myself a little bit of room. A boxy outcrop of the Bloom Central Ridge rises out of the green growth. Is the bloom part of a regular cycle or a single catastrophic event? Maybe it's like when volcanoes erupt, there's like ash in the air and stuff like that. Maybe because the planet is made of, or like filled with water, and a whole bunch of its processes are based in that, and like enzymes, it seems like. This place was pressurized at some point. It must have taken months to work to establish this lab. And just weeks of corrosion for it to fall into ruin. Looks like Monet was gathering those mineral skeletons, studying them. What secrets have you uncovered, Monet? And how are these strange silicon spheres worth all of this? Maybe it's similar then to like volcanic ash. And it's just like really corrosive. Nesting weavers. Nest of small iridescent creatures. What would you do without them? Indeed. I don't remember our name. Sorry, our pilot's name. Ornate silicone globs. This is skeleton, right? Yeah, that I need. Oh, I thought I could get a sample from that. I guess I'll get this one then. The nest workers. Oh, there's only 2 on this one. Oh, I only have space for 2. Well, no, I think that means there's only 2. Because usually they'll say that I'm full. Oh, what I was gonna say. I like the way that the bubble starts shrinking, and then when it releases, it expands back out again. I think that's very cool. They're so rapidly melting away. The bloom's microbes metabolizing the metal itself. Oh, dive spot. Dive, dive, dive. Ooh. Monet must have laid this under the lab when she constructed it. The water is clear here, shielded from microbial clouds. Machines glint in the dark. Papers and tools lie still on the silt-speckled surfaces. It is as if the scene has been frozen, captured in time. This is not just a lab, it's a workshop. She's building something down here. It's a suit. Looks like she was modifying an old atmospheric hard suit. How deep was she planning to go? These are verified for beyond 1,000 meters. I'm going to see what I can pull from here, the notes and documents. Some of them are still partially readable. The lack of water flow must have kept them in good condition. She was definitely speccing the suit for use beyond the drop-off, modifying it with silicate skeletons. Artificers, she calls them. Exoskeletons of nanofibrous geothate. Oh, I didn't read all of that. The pressure resistance of their exoskeleton is unprecedented for a biological material. That would take the depth rating of a hard suit well past 3,000 meters. Incredible. But why go over the drop-off at all? What was pushing her forward? She was incredibly driven, desperate even. She mentioned sending ROVs down to the abyssal plane, cobbled together from bits of the base. All of them were lost, and her work on the suit failed. That's where the notes seem to end. Most of the recent document mentions another way. Did she make it? How? The suit was so close to completion, why abandon it? We have to make that dive. If I can fix up this suit, we can take it over the drop-off. Perhaps Monet managed it. We need to follow. I can do this. We can do this. Let's get back outside and call in the drone. Okie dokie. Artichoke. What's up? Lamb-eared moose, antlered, blonde braided, hat-wearing fam. Well, you know, someone was asking me how I like to be addressed the other day, and I think that's the longest one yet. We're doing pretty good. We're playing a like text adventure style kind of game. What type of signal you calling? We're calling a drone to come and pick us up. We're in like an acid cloud right now. Cloud? An acid cloud. So we gotta call a drone to come pick us up. Get us out of here. It's like a text adventure game, but we're exploring a planet. You know what's missing? Kinda. Glad to see you're back online. Sorry for the rush, but we've got to move. I'm reading a text box down here behind me. I've been going through Monet's notes from the lab, and from what I can tell, she attempted a free dive over the drop-off. I'm trying to read it fast because there's like a timer for each text box. It's weird. What's missing is hydrate. I'm taking medicine right now, so I'm like naturally hydrating by myself. That's why she left her suit behind. I didn't read all of that. I know what you're thinking. There's no way she could free dive thousands of meters to the ocean floor. But that's what she did, willingly, and we are going after her. We need to dive now. I've been working on the suit, and it's almost ready. I've used sections of Monet's failed hard suit to modify our suit. Now it's a full atmospheric dive suit. Internally, we should be able to maintain 1 atmosphere of pressure from me and that casing of yours. It'll work just like before, but our depth rating is massively increased. We can hit 2, maybe 3,000 meters. The suit is in the bay, so load whatever samples you need. I've marked the drop-off on the map. We can dive there directly and search for any evidence there. I have no idea why she would do this. It's suicide, but she seemed to believe she could do it. Get ready to go. I'll be waiting. Oof. A lot of dialogue real fast. I was considering getting a hydrate. Oops. If you want, you can also try check-in. Actually, hold on. I don't know if I have that one set on this screen. I should. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. You won't see it. Okay. Now you should be able to do it. Check-in. Where is it actually? I need to lower it a little bit, actually. Right there. But you can do check-in as well. That will pop up a card. I was considering doing hydrate, but I'm taking medicine right now anyways, so I have to stay hydrated anyways. And I figure this is a text adventure game. I play a lot of text games, so reading all of the dialogue, I stay hydrated. Maybe for art streams, I'll do that one. But I'm enjoying this game so far. I don't know how far we've really gotten. Oh, we're up to 3 now. I figured that's where we were gonna get to 3, is like another 30 minutes. So that's good. Right now we're playing as the dive suit that this person is wearing, the pilot. The pilot is, it says her name, Ellery Vass. And she was essentially called here by her friend Monet, who seems to have been like investigating life on this planet. It's an ocean planet. Ironically, hydrate on an ocean planet. And oh, that's her. It seems like, hold on, what should I take? I don't think I need this. Yeah, I don't think I need that. I'm going to keep the skeletal pieces in case, like, say, like, oxygen depletes suddenly or something like that. Oxygen breaks. I should get a couple of these, actually. This is, yeah, microbial. I have to essentially manage her suit, power, and oxygen the entire time and like pilot it around. I'm essentially an AI in her suit. But we're investigating the planet and like all of the various animals and plants and everything. Theories. There was only one that we actually got a sketch of. It was this one, the reef bloat. We're gonna dive. The drop off. Oh, it'll just let me go there? Okay. Well, let me see really quick. One more time. Make sure I have 3 electricity, 2 oxygen. I shouldn't need these since we aren't in the bloom anymore. And I shouldn't need that. Maybe I should go get some more power stuff. Oh, spore catcher egg. I wanted to get that because I want to see what the spore catcher looks like. I really want that. Whatchamacallit? Sketch for that one. We'll do that. We'll go get like some electric samples and then head over there, I think. Well, if we're going a new area though, there might be samples that I have to take. We'll just go to the drop-off. We'll just keep rocking along. It seems like a pretty linear game, so if there's something I need, I should be able to get it. Are you back with me? We're 20 seconds from the ocean floor. Okay. Good. It's getting lonely in here. Whoa. She's really diving. Let me zoom in a little bit. We're descending fast. The drop is huge. 1.5 kilometers down. Let's stay focused. We have no data on this zone of the ocean. The light of Glycine 3 stars barely makes it that deep. Got my headlamps on. You'll have to be my eyes. I want to work my way along the slope to the northeast. We're looking for any trace of Monet or the ROVs she sent down here. Let's get to it. So she basically can't see right now? Oh. So I can't navigate that way. I have to scan and pilot. Okay. I'm gonna zoom back out. The heavy currents of the upper ocean don't reach down here, leaving the water still and silent. Sediment suspended in the column. A bioluminescent glow drifts through the silt, a faint but noticeable blue chemical. Chemical blue. What is that? Is that a creature? I don't want that to be a creature. I really don't want that to be a creature. Tangled veil. These drifting veils of material appear to be creatures of some kind. These silken creatures are almost transparent apart from those lights. What are they? They are pulsing faintly with pinpricks of light. The veil stretches away from the tangle of the group, reaching towards new territories. It won't hurt me if I go close, will it? Through their soft, shifting forms. Though their soft, shifting forms can be hard to see. This seems to mark the edge of one of the veils. Maybe I should go around it. Diaphis? I don't know what that means. Veils twitch, suspended in the water. They are seeded with pinpricks of bioluminescence, like distorted star fields. Alright, we're gonna go in a little bit. I don't want to go too far. In the headlamps of the suit, I can occasionally see a vein-like texture to the surface of these veils. What substances sustain them? I don't know, but don't touch them. The veils are gathered in groups, which I'm calling tangles. They seem to be intentional formations, but for what purpose? The lights the veils produce come directly from beneath their skin. They shift from transparent to light-emitting in undulating waves. Surrounded on all sides by drifting sheets of bioluminescence, this space is a fluid, shifting interior. Between these two veils, some clear water is visible, a temporary corridor between hanging sheets. Ooh, I don't know if I should go in there. I don't know if I should go in there. I think I will. I think I will. A gap between veils is that these are two competing individuals? Is it that these are two competing individuals? Or is this just a temporary separation of a single group? They're so wiggly. Though tangled and without any clear sensory organs, these creatures seem to have strong control over their position in the water. Studded along the veils are remains of creatures that have been confused by the lights and caught by these transparent hunters. Yeah, I figured. I figured that's what it was. Here the tangle is receding, a few of its trailing veils hanging still in the water, like poison limbs of a dancer. On a closer inspection, these veils are jeweled with half-digested remains of other life, passing conveyor-like from one veil to the next. There's nothing over here? Okay. Oh, I can get a sample from that. I don't know if I want to pass over the veil, though. A snare veil. Wide, delicate silken panels of bioluminescent cells. I'm naming these snare veils. They are such beautiful traps. They work in unison to entrap and digest creatures which come too close. The veil is blinking the same sequence of lights over and over. Perhaps this is a way of attracting curious prey to their grip. There's a sample here. So I guess we're gonna cross over? I don't know if I want to do that. Let me see if there's another way around. There's obviously something there I can get to. Somehow. I think I just have to cross over it. I think I feel better doing that here. Ugh. The veil delivered some kind of stunning electrical shock to the suit. That how they disable their prey? We should be careful of contact with this species. I see. So it won't kill me instantly. That's good to know. It shocks? Oh, so it's like a flat eel. An unknown creature caught by a veil and partially digested. Well, good thing I brought power. Ah. Why didn't Monet tell anyone about this place? The life here. It's the biggest discovery in human history. Do you think she's trying to protect it? Is she trying to protect it? I don't think so. But I could understand why it might seem that way. It's true that she told me. Perhaps there are other secrets she's trying to hide. She always had her secrets, but this one feels bigger than that. Dark basalt layers rise up out of the slope like fractured towers, each jagged layer carrying drifts of silver silt. Well, maybe she could be protecting it because if other people just kind of pass the planet over, I don't know. I don't know. What must be one of Monet's improvised remote vehicles lies twisted in the silt? Perhaps disabled by the veil? The debris. It's one of Monet's ROVs. Wait, to my left, is that Monet? It's her! Oh, is that... Oh god. She's here. She's alive! We're reading life signs and she is breathing. That can't be right. How long has she been here, lying in the sill? We have to bring her back to the base, but I don't... Okay, focus, Ellery. What do we do? We can use the ROV to boost our signal to the base, send it for the drone, then we can start the ascent. Get me back to the ROV to Breeze and hook us up with the terminal. I didn't actually think we were gonna find her. Get some power? Free power? Okay, we're synced. Call the drone now. We need to get her out of here. Wow, we found her. So 3 hours have passed. You're back. I need to talk. I'm on the medical level. She's totally unresponsive. I don't know what to do. I don't even understand how she's alive right now. Keep going back to the image of her blue, silent, staring out of the silt. The thick stream of bubbles flickering from her mouth. How long had she been down there? The pressure alone should have crushed her at that depth. That doesn't make sense. But she is alive. I need to talk to her, but nothing. I want to understand. I want to know what is going on here. I haven't seen her in years, not since she left, and now here she is. Do you ever imagine all the things you're going to say to a person when you see them again? Yes. Do I say any of them? No. But I do. I want to scream at her, to whisper to her, to tell her I came here for her. I don't know why, but I did. I think it's because I had hope for something to change, for there to be an explanation. For those months we spent together to mean something again. Sorry, I'm not making any sense. This makes twice. 2 times she's turned my life upside down. At least this time I knew what I was signing myself up for. It's not like I had anywhere else to be. The further I am from that dying planet, the better. What comes next? We keep going. She was looking for something out there, something important enough to leave her like this. It's our turn to take that forward, to find that explanation. I think she built that lab in the Bloom to study those mineral skeletons. Artificers, she called them. But something was leading her deeper, beyond the drop-off. Let's start with those ROVs she sent out. Maybe they found something we didn't. I'll mark their last known positions on the dive map, and I'll be here until you're ready to go. Monet Nomura. Comatose, muscle loss apparent, erratic brain activity, administering sedative. Dang. At least she's alive. Snare veil. Oh, I have a food sample. Drop that in there. Get that sample in there. Lab analysis. Oops. Wrong one. Electric organs that sit beneath the veil's outer membrane can produce incredibly high voltage outputs, and the remains analyzed show significant damage from these electrical charges. What do we have here? Yeah, number 4. She is still alive. I never thought I would see her again. Not after she sliced through the core of the base on Kepler. What? Took the shuttle to God knows where. I think I need to read this one. Hold on. Finding that laboratory in the bloom, it is almost like working with Panay again. I still have some good memories of Kepler 62, hours diving beneath the ice in that crystalline ocean, sampling the mineral deposits that Panay claimed were evidence of life. Our synchronized rhythms in the lab, working silently but in concert. Lying beside her in the too narrow berth, the creak of pack ice rattling down the base's spine. Those memories come with unwelcome ones attached. Ones of Manay's quiet judgment, her deep sadness, her flaring anger. For a few short months, that subglacial ocean was ours, blocked from the universe outside by 5 kilometers of ice. Its secrets were our own. But then Manay had other secrets too. Seems like I will never escape her secrets. Here I am living among them, drowning in them, picking through them in search of answers. She is still alive. I never thought I would see her again, not after she sliced through the core of the base on Kepler 62F and took that shuttle to God knows where. I spent weeks slowly freezing in that base, waiting for the Baikel team to come and get me. After that, it all fell apart. There was never any life on Kepler 62F. Manay had faked the whole thing. She wanted the data core she knew Baikel would provide when she gave them the evidence from first contact. Baikel blamed me, and my work as a consulting biologist collapsed. I limped back to Earth to take a post-grad position on that dying planet. There is little need for marine biologists in a place where the only oceanic life is kept in tourist-choked reserves. That's where I stayed, watching the endless exodus of humans with enough money to leave, looking out across the dead ocean at the pinpricks of their shuttles' rocket flares. Until Manay called me here. I should blame her for everything, but I just want to know why. Perhaps now, if she ever wakes up, I can ask her. Damn. She faked the whole thing? I don't know even if, like, I was really close to someone and I found out that they had faked, like, the entire causality of our relationship. If I could, like, come back from that, you know? And, like, be cool, like, trying to find out why. I don't know if I could do that. That's kind of crazy. She faked the whole thing? One of the ROVs. And another one of the ROVs. Okay. So there's 2 to go to. We'll probably go to the right one first. Man. And she, like, basically destroyed the base, it sounds like, in order to, like I don't understand. East of the ridge, a small rise opens into the flat plain of dimpled silt. The pale floor descends rapidly away from the ridge in this direction, towards a field of shadowy outcrops. We'll go this way first. A featureless expanse lit flatly by the suit's lamps. Excuse me. Repeated trails of unknown creatures mark the sand, wandering back and forth across the rippled surface. Animals? Bubbles of methane trickle out from beneath the silt, creating silvery columns wreathed in sand. Is there something under the sand? Are there sandworms? Ahead, the seeps have created small craters in the seabed, where brine is gathering in clouded pools. Whoa. That's big. Those are big. A shimmering landscape of ghostly pools stretches out in the lamps, the dense brine sitting in the craters like undersea ponds. SpongeBob. Brine pools. The methane seeps here must be forming them. The pools themselves will be toxic and also anoxic. Let's navigate carefully. You want me to go directly over one? They're beautiful fog-skinned puddles sunk into the seabeds, but they are dangerous. The seeps imprint the geological patterns of the underlying rocks into the silt. It's like forcing me to take damage right here. Oh, and it drains oxygen. Of course. I think it was kind of more north. So we're going up. Oh. Creatures? These feathery frauds are growing... Fronds? These swaying fronds, are they a colony of a single creature? Are growing along the edge of the brine, waving their matted, leaf-like limbs through the water. Undersea bushes? Bright orange carpets of microbial growth gathered beneath the waving fronds stretching away from the pool. We could sample them here. Samples. An orange bacterial material sampled sampled from beside a brine pool. Well, let's drop it somewhere, see how it looks. That did nothing. Go back this way. Sorry, I was checking something. Each of the many limbs of these branching creatures is carefully dipped into the brine pools one by one before pulling back. Occasionally, this creature will sweep its limbs back into the hairy mass of its body before thrusting them out again. What is it doing? Is it drinking the brine? While some pools transition into bare sand, others are choked with fronds. Let's go this way. Oh, I don't want to go across the brine pool. No, hold on. There we go. The dipping motion of the fronds as they filter the brine creates a hypnotic sense of motion along the edge of the lake. The thick hairs of each frond seem to be mottled with a reddish substance. Does it grow here? Does it grow there amongst the hairs? The thick hairs of each frond seem to be malted with a reddish substance. Oh, like flowers? This crab-like creature is moving slowly across the seafloor with a large translucent crest protruding from its back. Keep track of where we find them. bubble shed from the back of the creature sits at the edge of the lake, brine curling around its base. A bank which skirts along the edge of a pool shadowed the edge of a large shadowed pool. Wow, my reading skills today are just not there. Got a little burnt there, but I want to check out the sample. Ooh, it's an oxygen sample. A mucus bubble. Okay, okay. We'll do a little power restore, I think. A faint pulsing glow, like lightning in a storm, can be seen beneath the cloudy brine. When a limb is removed from the brine, the red substance matted into the hair seems to glow brighter, shifting in color. Here, the complex of pools melts into the lake, which shines with a toxic intensity. Can anything live out there? A crab creature, huh? Right, well, I guess we're going this way. This seems risky, like going on. I guess it would want me to go all the way around if I wasn't going to investigate over here. The Brine Lake is vast. I can't see the other side. What might be hiding within its toxic fog? Do you think life might survive out there? Yeah. I literally just saw a crab. It's true that this planet has shifted my ideas of what is survivable. Perhaps there is something out there waiting to be discovered. Something out in the dark is sending slow waves to this burning beach. What could live out there? Branching feathery fronds which grow alongside the brine pools. A lot of these creatures as brine eaters, carefully dipping their matted and stained limbs in and out of the brine. I wonder why they are eating it. On closer inspection, the large translucent crest appears to be a gas-filled organ or bubble of some kind, rising from a slit in the shell. Let's go this way so I don't get burned. Oh, I can go further this way. Ah! You scan it! I missed it. I missed it. I have to cross that though. And I don't know if I really need to go over there, but I'm gonna do it. The water is blinding milky white flow in the headlamps. So if I went out this way, it would be injury central. The edge of the lake is stained with brightly colored bacterial mats, which recede beneath the cloudy, toxic mass of the brine itself. I don't need to go out there just yet, so we'll keep going north for now. I'm gonna go up this way. The hole cuts deep into the bedrock of the plain. Could this be caused by a seep? It looks more like an impact crater. Creature! These rapid swimming lobster-like creatures have dark shells with very translucent tails. How do they move so fast? Among the ornate fronds I can see the neon orange of microbial carpets spreading out from the pool in complex growth patterns. Ugh. Unlike the shallow seep marks in the south, these deep craters plunge into the silt into the bedrock. Oh, it makes an interesting sound. This rise projects out towards the vast brine lake to the east, cutting between deep pools. Oh wait, that's a sample. Take me back. Take me back. Let me sample. I love a sample. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. What would you try dropping this at the crab? It did nothing. What if I put it next to these guys? Nothing. Okay. Well, that's science for you. Drop things just wherever and see what happens. Wow, there's so many ways to go. Brine gathers in this small crater like a settled storm. It would be beautiful if it wasn't so toxic. This silt bank allows passage between the two parallel strips of craters leading north. Empty of brine, this crater was clearly caused by a large impact, showing radial cracks in the rock spreading from a single point. This pool seems to cover a huge part of the seabed, radiating out from the lake in ornate paths. The ROV must have been attached by some signal among the pools, but became another victim of their corrosive brine. Oh, that's it! One of Manet's ROVs. It looks like this was disabled by the brine. The supplies Manet equipped it with are still intact, though. We can resupply. Open the terminal and let's see what this little guy found down here. There we go. Hello? The debris field. Whatever caused the string of impact craters, parts of it lie all around. Huge jointed forms of corroded metal. I feel like, I hope I'm not going crazy when I heard that. That like groan? Oh wow, you found something big, didn't you, little guy? It looks like... Is that a wreck? Incredible. The debris field stretches all the way northwest from here. Must have been a large freighter or a research vessel. We have to see this thing. Come on, we can head back to the base after. Okay. Northwest? So that way? I thought I would have been down here, but she's saying it's this way? Let's go back to the base first. So I can drop off some samples. Oh, excuse me. Sample storage. One of these guys, one of these guys. Oh, I guess those are the only 2 samples I really took. Drop it in. I didn't get enough info on the crab, I think, to be able to analyze that yet, so... Let's see. Analysis of a weaver specimen. The nesting weavers? Threads are most fascinating aspect of the weavers. You alright, mister? Sorry, talking to my dog. You okay? Yeah? Just checking on you. Brine eaters. are hairy fawn-like creatures that live in clumps around Cleese. So it's not like they're bushes, but like moss. Looking like dark, overgrown ferns, they sway their branching limbs through the pools, whisking the cloudy brine as they do. Each frond is thick with bristles, which are often caked in bright orange substance that reacts to the brine on contact, brightening as it does. What exactly this substance is, or does, is difficult to tell, but it seems like the eaters intentionally foster its growth on their limbs, using their matted hair to keep it attached. Individual eaters can be hard to isolate from the clumps they live in, making additional observations difficult. Understanding more about these creatures will require us to gather some samples. I'm interested why they are eating the brine. Let's see. With each dip causing a rapid increase in reproduction within the bacterial colony. When the eater's limb is thick with the orange microbes, it then wipes it across another frond, where much of the bacteria is quickly digested by the creature, leaving just enough behind on the limb to regrow the colony. Huh. It is the bacteria which eats the brine, and the eaters just consume the bacteria. It's the bacteria that eats the brine, and the eaters consume the bacteria. So it's like... this is gonna be a crazy comparison. It's like when you dip something in sauce, like a meat in sauce, and then eat that, but you're still getting all the nutrients of the actual thing that you're eating with the sauce. like dipping a chicken nugget in a sauce. Oh man. I assume that it's like activating something in the bacteria. That's why it like reproduces faster, and then they eat all that extra production from the bacteria. Brine eater tissue. I think we can start here and then go that way. I would have thought it was southeast for the crash site for this big lake. But I guess it's over this way? Alright. Here we go then. Out of the brine pools. Oh, there's a bunch of little things over here. Precariously seated among the pools, the fan shows signs of decay, its amber waves of light stuttering and flickering unevenly. A bright fan. Like the fans around in the bloom, these creatures are fan-shaped filter feeders. They seem to play a central role in the ecosystem here. However, these variants glow with a cold fire. Trefoil petals, which gather around the glowing fans of the deep, they angle themselves toward the light like expectant children. These petal-shaped creatures, they only grow around the glowing. Alright, let's grab some samples. Wow, a single sample. A fan sheath. The filtering sheath of a glowing fan, studded with pollen. Oh, I guess I can't go any further that way. Wait, I can take a sample here? Of what? Some kind of plant? Oh, of the petals? I see. Oh shit, good night, universe. I keep getting notifications right now. I guess I have been for like the past 2 months, checking my notifications at this time. So, look at the little flowers! Deep pollen. Large floating particles produced by a deep sea plant. They're like tiny flowers. Dang, that's a lot of oxygen. Okay, well, I guess we're going the other way around. You want me to stand in the thing? Glowing shape. Something is emitting a faint glow beneath the brine. It has sharp shape of a shell, or perhaps skeletal remains. Alright then. Gotta be fast with this one. And get out of there. It's a fish! It looks like a fish. It's got like the fin on the top, the little eye, the mouth, the other little bottom fin. That's like a little fish. That's a tiny fish. A glowing shell found among the brine stained with chemicals. Let's see. Let's try dropping one of these. Huh? It's just kind of pollen. All right. Gotta go south to go north. Let's get out of here. I feel like I might as well have started back at the other ROV. Can't go out that way. Yeah, I should have started from the other ROV. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go back to the base and go around. Hi, mister. You okay? What's that? Oh, what's wrong? Oh, you gotta go potty? You gotta go potty? Yeah, you gotta go potty. Alright. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I gotta get like a Marching of the Clowns BGM for the BRB screen. It'd be so perfect. It'd be so perfect. It'd be so good. Where'd the game go? Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Okay. So we're going to go back to this one. Then go left. I did do that stretch, by the way. That stretch redeem, I did do that one. Okay. So forward and then left from here. Oops. Whoa. Complex creature, a mass of tentacles and growths. Oh. It looks like a whole menagerie of creatures caught in a silken net. It's difficult to understand the anatomy of these creatures just by looking. Another group of towers rises towards the pale light. In the shadows of the towers, there is a deep silence. I don't like that. I don't like a deep silence. That was a new ping. Oh, no, it's just music. From beneath the towers, a pale blue light flickers over the rocks. Flanked by the towers, this path leads even deeper down the slope. It said northwest, so we're going northwest. The Veil. Veils shimmer along the slope, marked with both glittering lights and the dark remains of those creatures who strayed too close. More veils. We need to be careful. Every time I click the creature, it floats away. There has to be a way to find the path through. This close to a veil is the light unbearably... This close to a veil, the light is unbearably intense. Its repeated patterns leave ghosts on my retinas. Let's go back around then. This way. Oh. The veil is in the process of splitting away from the rest of its body. Is this how veils are born, or is it just an injury? Even on the far side of the tangle, the veil's lights can be overwhelming, multiplying my shadow in all directions. With blinding veils behind me, I notice a smaller pinprick of light moving across the slope. There are other creatures here. This outcrop hides a wealth of life, from long-legged crawlers and filter feeders to blurred shapes that flit through the suit's lamps. This is where all the creatures are. Oh, another crab. These wandering creatures noisy chew away at the rock and silt of the ocean floor, filtering it for nutrients, perhaps? A stretch again. Thank you for the follow, Mary. Much appreciated. That was actually a pretty good stretch because I was starting to sink down. Let's see. These ovoid creatures sit pulsing on the edge of the deep oasis. These pale, pulsing creatures seem so passive. Something just attacked me. Wait, what the hell? I saw it moving towards me. What was that? It took some of my power. That's crazy. What are you? Get away from me. Ah! Why is it doing that? Leave me alone. Hi, crab. No. Is that another one? They are swimming with the rear legs while using their tails to propel themselves somehow. Right, it's going away. So if I get in its path, it's gonna sting me. Significantly taller than the bloom fans, these creatures seem to favor the rocky substrate of the ocean floor's basalt pillars. On closer inspection, these petals are solid growths, not fragile objects. They sit like thin tree stumps in the sand, each on its own wide stalk. Hello, Mary. Welcome on in. From this side, this arrangement of pulsing and glowing forms, nestled into the basalt, is a sanctuary of life and warming light. No, don't come near me. Don't come near me, you little weirdo. Little weird freak creature with the stinging me. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Having a nice chill one. I mean, aside from getting stung by unknown creatures that rush up to me. When close to these creatures, you can feel the pull of their strong filtering action as they absorb water and push it through their bodies. Oh, is this another crab? It is. Let me scan. Don't sting me. Let's go this way and get a sample here. Am I in the path of this crab? I guess it's just gonna go around me. Crabs don't care. Can't believe that thing stung me twice. How are you doing today? Deep pollen. The crab didn't care. I wonder if these other things will care. Scan? Wait, I can get a sample here. But my thing is full. We'll drop one of these. Ooh. Something just pulsed really loud. Alright, whoops. Wrong button. Alright, we're gonna go out this way. We're headed towards a like little observation rover. Don't sting me! It did it again! No wonder Manet's ROV never returned. These veils are everywhere. No, I put in the wrong one. That was my oxygen. Like on Earth, they must rely on predation to survive this deep, where little sunlight reaches. This is power, right? Yeah. Dang. Gotta get out of here before that thing comes back around. Keep stinging me. It's like an electric bee. Who knows how temporary these gaps in the walls of the veils are. We should make use of them while we can. You telling me that the veil moves? You telling me that the veil moves? And it's gonna change at some point? We're just gonna keep passing through them. Oh, there's a lot of little spots. I should scan these. Some creature has shed or lost a segment of its tail shell here, among the veils. Looks small enough to sample. Whoops. Nope. 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 Scan. There we go. Let me go back just a tiny bit so I can scan those other little spots. These looped veils are carrying a wave of light that passed from one individually to another and back again. What does it mean? A large tangle of veils stretches out ahead, producing a cyan light that softly flickers in the dark. Alright. Go this way. Gonna loop all the way around. Sampling. Passing through the drifting sheets, another pattern of life skirts around the edges of the tangle. Mutual predator to the veils, perhaps? Tell me about to encounter another predator? Something else that's gonna rush up and sting me? If I drop this... Did anything go for it? No. That's nice to know, at least. A gap is tightly knotted. A gap in the tightly knotted veils leads to the welcoming amber light of another oasis. Wow. Ovoid. Ovoid. These creatures seem to produce small branching buds in the same way that Hydra grows a clone of itself in order to reproduce. The wide petaled shaped plants gather in groups and grow in the light of the deep sea fans. I'm going to call these cold fire bathers. They seem strongly linked to the light of these fans. Their pollen fills the water around each stem. Bright fan. Unlike bloom fans, these deep water variants are covered with a translucent sheath of mucus, which protects their delicate spines. Sorry, I had to cough real quick. At this creature's interior sits a sphere surrounded by a reflective membrane, bathed in light from the transparent sections of its body. The fan shimmers with cold waves of cold fire, bathing the surrounding oasis in warm light. Ooh, another crab! Each one of these shelled creatures seems to have its own territorial loop, an area of the seafloor it systematically searches through. That's another stinger. It's hard to tell if this is a colonial creature or a single individual. Why has it just stopped? I hate that it's just stopped. It feels like it's waiting for me. Whatever it is, we should keep our distance to avoid those tentacles. Oh no, this is the other one. This is the one that, like, has a bunch of little tentacles on it. Like an octopus. I guess that could be the thing that stung me. Another garden of creatures, rooted into the dark basalt shelf. A welcome break from the intensity of the Veil field. Tiny creatures crawl silently along the layers of dark rock, leaving behind small, strange marks in the shallow silt piles. Let's go this way. Oh wait, I can get a sample there, can't I? I only have space for one more sample. Let's see what it is. It's a fan sheath. And I don't know what that actually gives me power. And I could just straight up use that. Yeah. That's good. Let's see what this sample is as well. Now that the thing is gone. Deep pollen. This won't do too much for me, but might as well grab it. At the edge of the outcrop in the light sand slope, a shallow burrow leads down. Eggs glint within. We could sample them here. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. These creatures seem to follow the same routes back and forth through the veils. Why do they limit themselves to these pathways? So they can sting me! Makes me paranoid now. Oh wait, I have a sample here? Oh, it's an egg of some sort. I need it. I need it. Just dropping some pollen real quick. Give it to me. Beaded eggs. Ugh. Abyssal sail shell. Small dark creature with a translucent tail. I'm calling these abyssal sail shells. Those white tail plates are instantly recognizable. Partially transparent egg-shaped creatures. I'm calling these creatures, these cryptid creatures, water bulbs. Let's see what we can uncover about them back at the lab. I don't even know which one stung me anymore. Away from the outcrops, the Bales claim what territory they can. This is the largest field I've seen, wandering away into the deep. Group of looped veils. Oh, it just stopped. I was like, is it about to attack me? But it's not. I do feel like it's waiting for me to pass by it now, though. Okay. Don't. No! So it's that thing. That's the thing that's stinging me. You observing me? We're going. I'm gonna cross the veil. Take some power damage, but... Tangle turns back on itself, revealing new paths into the interior. Let's see. Let's go this way. Two veils that look like they have recently split, presenting a narrow gap in the maze. From this middle point of the tangle, it is impossible to see beyond the glimmering walls into the ocean beyond. Oh, don't go near it. No, no, go, get out of there. Oh, with all these orbiting polyps and strings, I am naming this creature the Deep Oray. Huh. Oh, that was the thing that keeps stinging me. One of the tangle has split away from another here, moving down the slope away from the field. Let's get out of here. Thought I would have been closer to the ROV by now. Maybe it's back here. Unlike the other outcrops, this one is free from all life. Is proximity to the veils vital for colonies' coexistence? Oh, there it is. Disabled ROV. Another of Manet's ROVs scattered across the outcrop. We should be able to see its transmission cord to reach the base. Outside the reach of the veils, the dark, cool water is a welcome change from the incoherent patterns of lights. Here in the middle of the outcrop, an ROV. Past the shelf is only the dark of descending slope. This one was carrying a supply cache too. We can recharge and refill our oxygen. Let's access its map data. Open the terminal when you're ready. You got it. Let's get power. Dang, we got down to half power. That thing really took some chunk out of me. Oh, thank you for the like on my art. Much appreciated. I'm a little F-go dork. Excuse me. Let's grab the map data. Release to console. It seems the ROV was disabled by the veils. Disabled by the veils, like the other one. This can't be right. The mapping scans report a large physical anomaly just north of here. From the data, it looks like a structure. That's impossible. Maybe the Veils fried the sensors? Either way, we should go check it out. You telling me there's an alien structure out here? You telling me there's aliens out here? Wow, thank you for all the all the likes. Let's see. Let's get on out of here. I was considering just transporting out, but let's see. Oh. It's like a big base. They really met just north of here. Wow. A huge flat structure bedded into the seafloor. Could Monet have built this? I would say she was going crazy or something then. What are we looking at here? Appears to be some kind of shaft cut into the bedrock. I can't see the bottom. Who made this? Looks like it's been here far longer than anything else. A yawning black shaft that descends into the seafloor. An anomaly that must be solved. We can dive. Should I dive? We might as well. Let's go. Oh. So very square. Oh. Okay. I can go further down. The compartment is filled with sand and rock, which looks to have entered through the collapsed ceiling. The suit's lamp reveals two dark holes on opposite sides of the shaft. Their torn edges thick with crimson rust. Rust? I suppose I could keep looking there. Whoa. It's very creepy. Hold on. Okay, we'll take a little look around. We'll take a look around. The bent entryway bulges inward like the interior corridor of some huge creature's distended body. Oh, there's little creatures. A pale polyp. This almost motionless polyp is waving silica. And with its waving silica is anchored to the metal plating. Its pale flesh is drained of color. Sand drifts soften the metal room. On the far side wall, strange spirals glint in the headlamps as a pale creature obsessively traces their patterns. Oh. That's it, huh? Okay. Maybe it's eating something off of the wall. Huh. Okay. Down we go then. We're going down, down, and around. Here we go. Dive, dive, dive. Oh, this is the lowest we can go. Okay. A huge round doorway, sealed by a thin metal security iris, the plates of which are furred with orange rust. It's some kind of facility. What was happening down here? Why would someone bury this place so deep? We have to go inside. It's sealed tight. We need to find a tool to cut through this security iris. Okay. Maybe we have to head back to the base then. Ooh, so spooky. I do wonder if it's a government conspiracy thing. Like, the reason she wanted to steal that, like, memory core or whatever is because it had information about what they were doing here. Like, this is something she was already kind of aware of. And she just, you know, needed a way to get it. And that was why she kind of, like, silently was judging us the whole time, because we were kind of willingly there as opposed to her. So, it won't matter. We're going back to the base. I guess I didn't have to walk all the way out in order to get back to the base, but might as well. Might as well. Ugh. Hey, you're online again. I've been trying to sleep, but can't stop thinking about that impossible shaft. That's that anomaly. What's it doing here? Built thousands of meters deep and leading ever deeper into the bedrock. There's something wrong about it. There's history here that has been forgotten. We need to get inside. Maybe we can find another way out by the ROV. Could it have uncovered something equally strange? Only way to find out. Let's not wait any longer. I doubt I will be sleeping again before this thing is done. Well, didn't I already go to the other ROV? Did I not go... Did I not go the right way? Maybe? Let's see. Does it have a new signal for me to check out? It doesn't. Well, it doesn't have a new primary signal. So maybe I just didn't finish looking for something here? Because maybe it's something this way? Or I do have to check out more of the brine pool. And the directioning was just like weird or something. But I can't get through here. So let's go back over here. I'll try going in the brine pool. And if that doesn't do anything, then I'll go around the other way. Of course, I went the wrong direction. I'm just kind of recklessly crossing in some spots. I should still have enough material to get me through. Oh, I didn't drop off any of my sand. This tall, crab-like creature towers above the brine pool. An unusual assortment of rocks, shells, and bone adorn its back. Ooh. That's spooky. All the, like, creatures seem very cool. Okay. I'm going to try crossing this brine pool. We're gonna make it fast. I'm gonna use some oxygen to do it with the pulse. Grab some observation. Oof, and we're across. A small, smooth carpet sits between the pools, half sunk in the sand. Could this island be a refuge for juvenile creatures? A creature has shed its bubble crest out on this desolate island. The carrier is nowhere to be seen, perhaps lost to the brine. The sand between the pools runs down into the lake. Is this island being slowly swallowed, or is it just my paranoia? I have a sample I can get. A mucus bubble. Oh, nice. And this one was oxygen. Okay. Pretty good, too. Pretty good oxygen. That's something I can drop. Can I try? He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the pollen. Blue smears glow faintly on the remains piled on the strider's back. Are these bioluminescent creatures or chemical phenomena? From the small pool at the lake's edge, a pale blue pulse is flashing. I swear I see lights blinking in response out above the brine lake. Meow, 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 meow. Let's see. We're gonna go... I can get a sample here. It's a risky sample, but might as well grab it. Let's keep going. Or not. Or not. This is a dead end. Let's not keep going. Okay. I wish I could zoom out like one more time. Just to like see previous paths. Because I can zoom in. But like... I can't zoom out more. Alright, gonna go back across again. There we go. Made it across. A silt-legged, crab-like creature that clears the brine pools of dead remains. I'll call these mournful creatures brine striders. They are walking lanterns calling out in the dark. Providing a habitat for glowing life on its wide shell. Alright, let's grab oxygen. Ugh. I don't know where it really wants me to end up in this regard. Because I was pretty sure it felt like we were kind of at a good end spot. But there must be something further north compared to where I was, to where I ended up. But it didn't seem like it was giving me another path forward anyways. Like there's nowhere to go from here, which I would feel like is the path forward. And then the other ROV was over here. Let me see if I can like re-examine. The ROV must have been attracted by some signal among the pools, but it became another victim of the corrosive brine. Maybe I have to go this way. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. Here's the edge of the debris trail. Something sank here, and by the spread of the debris exploded. It's been here for years. The metal's corroded to little more than a frame. It has to be connected to the vast shaft we found to the north here. Something big happened here. Something no one was meant to find. The broad, flat plates of the wreck sit at right angles to each other, forming a complex of angular walls. Ooh. A curved strip forms a narrow walkway between the pools beside the wreck. A split in what must have been the vessel's hull allows passage to the overgrown interior. The brine has left everything but the vaguest shape of the vessel impossible to divine. We are entering the main body of the wreck now. It's little more than a husk. It's impossible to tell anything from these rusted plates. Whose ship was this? Half buried in the sand, the industrial seals on the equipment locker have been held. The local ecosystem looks like it's been scraping away at this thing for decades. Nothing much left for us. Must have been protected from the crash within its bay. Look, a still sealed drive suit locker. Let's see if we can get it open. Okay, I think I can lever. Yes, it's open. There's not a lot here. Wait, this cutting torch looks clean enough. With a little work, it could be salvaged. Is this Baikal tech? Hard to tell. Looks compatible with this suit, though. I'll stow it and see what I can do with it when we get back to the base. The plates of the wreck buckle and bend outwards here, bent away from some huge interior force. The craters clustered around the vessel suggest an explosive force from some considerable magnitude. I gotta hydrate. Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't scan. Most of the wreck must have already been lost to the brine. Only this section remains, precariously settled on the silt bank. Could this set of steeps have been created by the wreck's impact? Perhaps it's breached the bedrock, protecting the methane below. A lung crest. A shelled crab-like creature which scavengers the ocean floor in search of nutrients. I'd like to call these lung crests because those bubbles they carry on their backs are so cumbersome. Whatever its origin, the wreck here has become a sanctuary for the ocean's life. There's a beauty to its reclamation. None of this adds up. If there's a wreck here, then there were people. And if there were people, well, why doesn't anyone know about this place? About its incredible life? We spent centuries looking for life outside of Earth and nothing. I've seen so many dead planets, so many barren worlds. I've certified each of them clear of life. Just so an exoplanet extraction corp can pick them clean for maximum profit. Strip mine them for resources our ever-expanding species needed. This place is impossible, 1 in millions, and yet it is already marked for greedy fingerprints. Who brought this ship here? This has to be the history Monet wanted to uncover. Let's head back to base. There's more to find, I'm sure of it. Well, this is the edge of the area. We're gonna head back then. So, maybe because it wasn't like living people kind of intelligent life, the government was like, go for it. I mean, we're able to use a lot of the things that are on this planet to filter the suit, power and oxygen. Come to medical now. Monet is growing. I haven't dared to go in. I can't make sense of her readouts. Her vitals are unreadable, but she is still alive. Whatever kept her alive on the slopes is changing her somehow. I've been sat here watching her. I don't know what to do. Do you think she's in pain? I don't think so. I hope so. She doesn't seem to be suffering, but then I don't know what this is. Oh. They're procedures. Every base stack is equipped with quarantine systems. I can authorize the lab to be purged. End it now. Is that still Monet? I can't. What do you think? Should I authorize the purge? Ooh. 4 genetic material detected. Rapid tissue growth. Let's not. Let's not. That's Monet. I didn't come all this way just to... We need to monitor her to try to understand what is happening here. Thank you. I won't give up on her. I won't be afraid of what I don't understand. We can find the answers together. Okay, we can do this. I've hooked up that cutting torch from the debris field. We can cut into the anomaly we found on the slopes. Bring some samples. We're going to need all the power and oxygen we can get. No more secrets. The reason I would say not to like do the purge on the like area is just because even if it's not her anymore, it would probably still be important to know for our safety what happened to her. And if we just kill all of it, we might not be able to see why. It's kind of a messed up thinking, but that's my thinking. But also, it could just be like something kind of infected her, and that's kind of why she seems to have kind of gone crazy about this place. I don't know. Is Monet still Monet? What has this place done to her? I have barely been able to leave the medical level, though I dare not enter the surgery. Did she do this by choice? Those few months on Kepler 62F, it was clear that Monet was struggling with something. We never spoke about it, but behind her intensely lay a frenzied self-doubt. She never talked about her family. All I knew was that she was a rare spacer, born out in the black on some orbital military base. Some days she wouldn't leave the berth, just curled up so small, staring silently out. Would she do this on purpose? Open up her suit and willingly slip into the deep? I suppose it doesn't matter now. All I can do is monitor her. At least I'm not alone. Well, let's drop some samples. And then I still have Skeletal. So let's do this. Boop. This one. This one. Oh, analysis error. Oh, I didn't get enough info on the fan sheath? Okay. That sucks, because that's a really good one. Looks like I don't have any... I don't have enough samples to get, like, sketches. Which is I really like. So now we're headed back here. At least it's really close to the ROV site. Let me see about getting some skeletal samples from the bloom, and then some electrical samples, I think, from this area. Maybe. Let me see, actually, based on what I have stored. Because this... It's a soothe spore. Fungal root. Bright pollen. This is really good. And this is really good. Oh! Oh, this one is power. Need to leave this one. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh. That's an egg. Nice, okay. Did that finish something? No. Got theories. Study completion. Oh, I still need the behavior. Okay. Dang. Alright. So I need some fan sheath, which is by the brine. So we can do the brine first, and then let's do actually the bloom first so I can get the skeletal samples, and then we'll go to the brine. Just so I can get, like, some extra power and stuff. The oxygen management seems like the most difficult. In some ways. What is this? Prime ignite? Oh, that's the torch cutter. Okay, okay. There was one other place to get skeletal samples. I don't know if I want to risk just going around, but it's not like I couldn't just zip out if I really needed to. Let's go out first, and I'll just, like, maybe re-enter the bloom from the other spot. Oh. I would have to go back to the Central Reef and cross from there. If I dive back again now, can I get another sample? Can I cheese? Yes, I can. That's good to know. I only really needed 2 more of those. So now we can go back to the brine pools. That's where the fans were, right? Or the fans... Where were these? The fan sheath, the filtering sheath of a glowing fan. That actually might have been on the other side. Water bubble. Sail shell. The cold fire. That's where I needed to get them. Oh, that's kind of farther than I would have liked to go, though. Can I click? Can I click over here? Can I click these? I can't click that one for some reason. Brine ether tissue. Brine strider. Well, let's do it anyways. We'll start from the site. That way I don't have to go super far back. And I'll use the navigation tool so we can kind of get out fast. Oh, that scared me. Oh, I thought it was the tiny one. That actually scared me. I hate that little thing. I hate that little thing. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I can get some sample here. Let's see what this is. And if it's anything good, I'll... No, it's not. Don't do it. Don't hit me. Leave me alone. I hate it. You can go back around this way, that's good. Let's see. Should be able to get, I think this is it. The cold fire fan. And that's enough to be able to analyze the sample too. It looked like I could get a sample here too. Let's see what this is. Deep pollen. I don't need pollen. Though that is actually a decent oxygen amount, so... What sampling do I have here? Oh, something new. Ew. Petal root. Bulbous roots of a deep sea plant life from a glowing oasis. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the base real quick. I'll do the sample analysis, and then we'll dive back here and head into the tower. That's new. I don't think I've done that one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then I can take this one as well. That's so spooky. Sketches! Oh. The cold fire bathers. Oh, these are the petal things. Released pollen bubble. Pollen producing stamen. Interesting. They are kind of petal shaped. Okay. Back to the dive and into the tower. Wait! Give me this. There we go. That way, too, like getting the larger samples that give me more overall space for power and oxygen, I can take some damage before I really need to use it. Alright. Let's just compass it up. Here we go. Dive, dive, dive. I was only gonna stream for about 3 hours, but I feel like we have the possibility of getting through all of it. if I take a little bit longer, so. We'll see. Okay. Prime. Oh, it takes power. Ignite. There was another place that was sealed, wasn't there? I wonder if we should look for that one too. I don't know if it marked it on the map or anything. And I don't really remember where it was. Oh. Oh? Why are we red? The water is filled with red flakes, catching in the lamps. From the walls, rusticules hang in the lupin garlands. Beyond the doorway, a vast dark space opens out in the rock, filled with the skeletal remains of rusted machines. Sand and rocks fill one side of the accessway. Dark holes in the walls and ceiling reveal layers of eaten-away piping and ducts. Ooh. This place is huge. How the hell was this built down here? Once a loading bay or a vehicle hangar, this domed atrium is now dark and distorted. There's very little oxygen for the rebreather to cycle here, so we are running... I don't know what she said. Aside from, there's very little oxygen here, so we need to be careful and fast. The eaten-away frame of vehicle lies outside the lock. Oh, the music's so intense! A large open lock leads into the depths of what appears to be corporate arcology. Both doors of the Masson main lock sit open. The entire arcology must be flooded. Oh. The main volume of arcology is broken up by low buildings partitioned away from the space. Were these offices? Homes? The vast volume of arcology lies ahead, piled with rocks and sand, drowned out in the dark ocean. These are Baikal markings. What was the exoplanet Extraction Corp doing here? Fragment. Massive breach. Life support will fail in 2 hours. Is there anyone from Baikal on this channel? Please respond. I worked for Baikal. Monet worked for Baikal. They built this suit. The mine exoplanets skim helium from gas giants to help drive forward humanity's expansion. If they discovered life, we would have known. Everyone would have known. Unless they buried it. Something happened here. Something they didn't want anyone to know. An automated transport sled loaded with crushed storage cases just evenly outside of the sand. Loose wires hanging across the doorway are combed with fragile lumps of silt and tumorous growths. She said she was from a military Baikal? Or like a military exoplanet? I wonder if it was this one. Deep retrieval needs more repairs. They need to stop pushing so hard. The artificers aren't going anywhere. The angular shapes of heavy machinery are everywhere, their delicate parts fused by corrosion into the complex, thick-veined patterns. I'm glad our oxygen isn't draining too fast. This entire corner of the room is piled with tons of rock and sand, leading to a gaping hole in the arcology ceiling above. The metal walls are buckled by pressure and corrosion, leaving a large wound in the side of this compartment. The whole facade of this building has been torn away. The rough shapes of the metal furniture and tools lie in the sand. The distinct shape of a metal desk lies half buried, its surface blurred by a thick coating of silt. Say again? Constant did what? Jesus Christ. Harrison, Site 2 is breached. Power is spiking. Ooh. Thick knots of wires are strung between the angular buildings. Ducts and pipes poke through the pockmarked metal plates. Oh, there's something red here. Oh, there's creatures here. The metal walls of this passage are etched with strange spiral patterns. What made these? Some glisten with a thick mucus. Scans suggest the creature is eroding the surface below through its silica, absorbing nutrients from the oxidizing metal. So it's eating the rust? Okay. Oh, I can get a sample. Let's grab it. I got 3. An ornate pattern of secretions left on the corroded metal panel. Let's drop some. It's a nothing. Huh. Okay. So we looped back around, which is good because we have to go through this door over here. I can actually take pilot controls. Torch. Prime. We'll start decrypting this while we're waiting. Ignite. Site 2 is silent. There's nothing from the Orpheals. Site 1 is off the grid. Where are the rescue teams? Uh-oh. The tables, the disordered rows of chairs. This had to be where they ate, where they spoke. How many lived here? Chairs lie in disarray. What happened here? Was it sudden or a slow creeping realization that everything was about to end? Whoa. A pair of work boots lie quietly in the corner, overflowing with silt. The Ophelos is going down? God damn it. What are they doing to my ship? We're leaving now. The polyp's flesh recoils at the barest hint of pressure, but no further movement or response occurs. Let me grab one of our samples. This one is... Nope. This one. Oh. It decrypted it, but it didn't let me read it. Nothing from Ophelios. Their feed just cut out. We are being erased here. Michael is pulling the plug. Ooh. I need to get some power, too. Disobedience will be reported. Consider your next action carefully. Damn it, Koji. We're dead and buried here. Oh. So they all knew they were going down. And this one is power. Were these gaps smashed through the arcology when the arcology was breached, or are they part of the slow processes of rust and decay? Spirals have been etched across the surface, representing the polyp's path of movement at the rate of 1 inch per week. Wow. So it's like a snail. Like a rust-eating snail. The facility twists away into the dark, drifts of pale sand filling its corridors, as if it was an ancient tomb. This room was totally obliterated by the rock and sand. The shards of bent wall are all that remains of the building. I probably can't go too much further here this time. I suppose the whole thing kind of wraps around. I'm sorry, Isabel, for what we did here. Dang. Were they actually doing something, like, massively bad? Maybe they were experimenting on the plant life. And that's what, like, has made, like, living creatures here. Slow, colorless polyps found inside the arcology ruins. Call these slow masons for their careful glacial etching into the arcology's walls. They're hypnotic. The metal plates here are sparked with elaborate spiraling patterns. Their markers, ghostly polyps, scrape back and forth, adding to their work. The walls glisten with secretion left by a polyp retracing the same pattern over and over. We could sample this thick mucus here. I like how we're still thinking about samples while we're uncovering, like, a government conspiracy. Like, yeah, you know, kind of crazy, but samples. The remains of a workshop or office flooded with sand and rock, twisted with metal plating hanging from the bent frames. Sand has filled the corridor, which looks to have led back into the entry hall. The breach must have been catastrophic. A metal desk pushed against the sand rift. A Baikal-branded mug holds a pile of rotting papers from drifting away. And we'll loop back. No one is coming to dig us out. Constant has cost us everything. Constantine. Why am I saying Constance? The entry hall has just breached. This is it. Dang. So whoever this Constantine person was probably a whistleblower. And that's why they've cost them everything. And rather than, like, I don't know, being cool and, like, well, I guess that's not a great way to think of it either. And just, like, going against Baikal, I suppose they all could have, like, put their families and all that at risk at that point. But I mean, this place isn't a facility, it's a city. How many more people died here? Those without dive recorders? Those buried under rock and sand? It makes my skin crawl. Yeah, that's also a thing to consider too. Like, it seems like there wasn't just, like, researchers here. Why not go against Baikal at that point? I don't know, dog. I don't know. Government conspiracies are crazy like that. This isn't even a government conspiracy, technically. It's a corporate one. That's like even worse. Let's go this way, because I think this is a dead end. A set of overalls lie flat in the berth, wisps of sediment drifting from their openings. A Baikal logo is faintly visible. At least they're not, like, leaving corpses and stuff like that. You don't know that, Jason. They are going to come for us. No one is coming. We both know that. I lied to get here, Kai, and now I'm going to pay for it. What do you mean? This isn't even my real name. What? there was other conspiracy stuff happening. Or maybe it was just someone was looking for a really good opportunity and this was it. And they had to, like, fake their identity to get in. If Michael really is, like, so big that they have pretty much saved the human race, you know, if they have opportunities that are secret, but you could do, and they paid really well, you're living in, like, a city, who knows? I'm going to get some shut-eye. First geoengineering shift is in 4 hours. See you in 3. At least he was asleep, I guess. Were these supplying the power to our ecology? Perhaps a geothermal plant buried deep below? The wide tunnel to the northern part of our ecology is completely collapsed. Is there anything else under all these tones of rock? Oh, there's other stuff here. Rain coral. Earth originating species of coral from their families, Musaid and Marylite. They feed through both photosynthesis and filtering. Earth-born corals. These polyps build environments for themselves through the calcareous material deposited as their skeletons. This octagonal atrium was clearly one lined with glass and filled with water. An aquarium at the heart of this facility. This pipe, now filled with sand, looks like it exploded outwards, taking the glass atrium wall with it. Let's go here first. Are those corals? They must have brought them from the ocean reserves on Earth. Have something of Earth. The derelict atrium reaches upwards, its sculpted rocks towering into the dark. We can use this to reach the upper levels. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm done checking out things here. I'm surprised the natural coral, the earth coral, is like living here. Whoops. I don't know what my buttons are. Banshee! Let's see. I do need to resupply now. I'm out of skeleton. Oh, I have 1 skeleton left. And I have 2 mucus. This one was actually pretty good, and it works for either, so it's just a little refill, I suppose. Metal boxes sit on powered pallets, abandoned mid-transit. What were they moving in and out of this place? Hold on. Let's circle back a little bit. Whoops. That's where I want to go. Then there was one over here. Yeah. I understand, sir. No, we are prepared to follow Eraser protocols. The site is already sealed, with all hands present. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, bro was like, no, I mean, we'll do it. We'll do the eraser. You know, we'll all just, like, disappear now. And everyone's here, so it'll be easy. That's crazy. The walls here are covered in spiraling patterns. Here, the collapsing arcology walls have been broken through an existing cave complex deep beneath the ocean floor. Let me take a sample. Just so I have some extra oxygen options, since I'm gonna be out of that soon. With the skeleton being my last one. Whoops. The caves lead away from the bulk of arcology, wrapping themselves through the solid rock of the planet's crust. Oh, they were mining. The sand filling this tunnel turns into dark silt, but I can detect a current running through it. How deep do these caves run? The spirals here are smaller and more interwoven than elsewhere in arcology. Layer after layers form a patina circular marks. A large molten skin is piled in the corner of the cave, fragments of it drifting away across the sand. What creature left this here? This cave looks ancient and deep. Is this where the creatures are now inside the arcology came from? Did the breach release them? I bet there's sandworms. I bet there's sandworms. I said it earlier. But I bet there's sandworms. No, I need at least one more. Oh, maybe it's sand snakes. That's very, scaly looking. Molten skin. Molted skin. Molten. Yeah, it's lava skin. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's go up a level. Up we go. Whoa. 8 broken windows stare out of the atrium into upper floors where white paneled wall resist rust. At the top of the basalt pillar, a miniature statue of a Baikal suit stands heroically. What the hell was this place? The struts supporting the window have corroded away, their undercoat metal now furred with rust. This whole facility, destroyed, buried, erased. Was this what Monet was looking for in the deep ocean? How did she even know it was here? I feel like I'm swimming through other people's secrets. We owe nothing. We owe the artificers nothing. We can't even prove their sentience. Their material, one Baikal has every right to export. To exploit. Okay. The artificers. Oh, those little miner things, maybe? The grubby white paneling gives way to the golden sand and rock, bursting out from within the rooms themselves. Scan? I was just a little bit off the button. Even in its sorry state, the paneling doubles as ceiling locks, suggest a Baikal lab. Machines glint against the wall. Okay, let's go all the way around. I'm not gonna read too much now. As we go around, I want to make sure that I get all of the points that I need to. Oh, messages. We'll read a couple of those. The financial implications are massive. We have never even come close to achieving this level of computation before. Oh, I might need to mute for a second. Hold on. I might be okay. We've never even come close to achieving this level of computation before. Oh, just sitting here on my power drains. I'm sure it is just a standard security drill, Mr. Fidanza. We'll be able to return you to the other shareholders shortly. Ooh, there was a shareholder here. The aquarium glass of the atrium is shattered, leaving only glinting shards. Alright. Let's see. They buried their own shareholder. Like, that can't be good for business. I bet these are all paths out of the central atrium. This is a sealed door. While the main locks are open, the entryway is sealed with a hastily installed security iris. We should be able to cut through it. So this is where we're gonna come around to. Let's check out this lab. This was a computing lab. All the machines are for hardware fabrication. Sealed cups sit on the surface, styluses buried in layers of silver silt, hardware corroded into lumped piles. Oh, there's a little communicator. I'll have to refill in a second here. We have to power down. If the shielding is breaching it could blow out the whole facility. Start shutdown now. Protect the specimens. These skeletons alone are able to correlate millions of qubits. Qubits? They are irreplaceable. Brother? They're gonna have to be replaceable. Because, they didn't leave. Let's see. Oh, I have a sample here. Artificer skeletons. They were using them. Harvesting them. The equipment here, they were building something. Slicing and etching the artificer skeletons. But what? Can these geoside spheres really be valuable enough to build a whole archaeology around? And then bury it? Dog? Let's refill our stuff real quick. I need to refill oxygen. Need to top off power. I have one more power thing. And no more air. Let's cut across the central of the atrium. Oh wait, I saw something down there. Oh, that's the other path that we didn't take. That one seems like it's a dead end too, so let's do that actually. Okay, and then I have to scan from this one. The entirety of this room is lost beneath layers of sand. Acid yellow containers shine brightly in the soot lamps. The room's here have been buried in rocks. And the music's picking up again. Deep cracks lead into the dark. Cave system must connect to another under the slopes, allowing the creatures to come and go. Oh, this just leads around this way. Okay. Well, let's circle out then. I think there was a little bit more down that way that I could go to, but I gotta get moving. I'm running out of material. This is the one we already read, right? Yeah. We owe the artificers nothing. That's crazy. Like, even if you don't, like, owe someone anything, like, in a general sense, to feel like you don't owe them anything in, like, a moral sense, is kind of crazy. I'm gonna like refill power again, because it's draining kind of fast. Okay. Glass door violently broken. A suit fabricator, but retooled to build large-scale machinery. Ooh, I bet there's a thing over here. Yeah, I'll just scan it. The artificers. With them we could rewrite life as we wish. We could rewrite it to endure Lucas. Lucas? We could rewrite it to endure Lucas, to surpass us. This person is talking to Lucas. I see. Like blocky coffins, these containers are used by Baikal to ship their suits to active facilities. These are empty. Wait. Am I an artificer? Are artificers like something they were, like an intelligence they were putting in the suit? Take the suit, Akari. Stop arguing. Without you, this project is dead anyway. Oki needs to survive. That name sounds familiar. Hold on. This suit is tagged Akari Nomura. I don't understand. How? It's impossible. It's her. It's Mane's mother. Why? This is why Mane came here. She was looking for her mother. I was right. She's been here for a long time, decades. Has Mane been looking for her all this time? God, Mane, why didn't you say anything? I can't. Give me a minute. Okay. I could have been scanning that. My little Mane. I'm sorry to leave you all alone. Sing a little for your mother. It's so quiet here. Damn. A long yellow cylinder marked with turquoise glyphs, identical to the casing mounted on the back of the suit. On the back of this suit. Our suit. I was right. This is the same cylindrical casing as the one mounted on the suit. The same casing that houses you. Kari was building this. Building it from artificers. Building it with the machines in this arcology. She was building you. This is you. One of you at least. A draft, an early version, prototype. Akari is your mother. your creator. Did you know this? Did you know about any of this? Hell no. I'm figuring it out though. Then you forgot? You malfunctioned? God, I can't think. We need to go. I don't want to be here anymore. Please. You got it. The glass tubes that once fed a coolant into the lab's cores are shattered. Glass now smoothed by soft currents. The inside of the pipe bulges with corroded growth. It stretches up towards the surface, and a faint circle of light glows above. We can go up here. Or down. Oh. We're back to yellow. Okay. What if I go down? Oh. Okay. Hey, little guy. He's just down here. He's just hanging out down here. What's this? What's this little cave-in? Can I? No, I won't worry about it. Science brain getting to me. Up we go. Oh. Up we go. Oh. You know, that little guy? He made this little hole here. 'Cause it goes down an inch per week if it's been decades. And he started up here. He could have just kept circling and circling down. Dang. The surface of the basalt dances towards the surface of the basalt towers dances faintly with the blue light that falls from the surface above. They look calm, ancient. The slope descends into the dark ahead, their silver silt, single plane leading towards an inevitable end. We're out. I don't know what to say. We're still in range of the ROV on the slopes. Call for pickup. Let's go home. Okay. If you say so. Dang. So, I made out of whatever an artificer is, which I must have skipped something, because I do not remember that word being used, like, at all. You're back. I'm down in medical. I disabled the quarantine. It's beautiful in here. Oki, is that your name? Oh, I had to survive. I like it, despite the history. Listen, I don't know what you're thinking right now, but I want to say I trust you. I don't know what you knew about the arcology, but about Baikal's history on this planet, even your own history. But I do know that you helped me. You protected me, and you guided me. I owe you for that, no matter where you came from. You didn't choose to be created like any of us, but this place is your home. You're made from pieces of this ocean, from pieces of its past at least. I'm learning not to be afraid of the past. I'm not afraid of her either, of Monet, if that is her name now. I think she must have found something among the skeletons in the bloom, something truly alien. It changed her, continues to change her, but perhaps that is what is needed. Change. I found something I think you need to hear. I've been going through the arcology data, and it wasn't the only facility on this planet. There were 2 other sites, 2 other Baikal facilities. We need to find them. Dang, this is the end? Michael was up to something on this planet, something bigger than just AI research. I don't want to look away. I want to see what Baikal did here with my own eyes. I've marked the site's coordinates on the dive map. We should be able to cut our way in. This is not just about Monet anymore. It's about Baikal. It's about what happened here. It's about your history and the weight it carries. I'm ready when you are. Med subject. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Unidentified subject. Data breach detected. Signals. Mency. Wood. Ellery. Oh. That's their name. This is the pilot name. Ellery. Ellery. It's conscious. She's conscious. So she is alive. In some way. Wait. My back. Oh. That's decent power. The slow mason. Let's drop that in there. Oh, that's from the slow mason. I thought it was gonna be different. Did I just complete the slow mason taxonomy? Yeah, I did. Oh, that's different than what I thought. It's kind of like a seahorse. Like, this is the head, even though it's really like a flat head. Maybe it's more like a dogfish. And then it's got like this long fin. Slow mason pattern. Interesting. I mean, it's definitely like a snail of some sort, but it's built like something else. Life support draining. There's 2 other things. Let's see if it tells me about where they are. Oh, there's one here. Oh, yes, that's the other one that we saw that one time. There's one all the way out here. Both of those are kind of far. You know, let me take